Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to TyrellgunnerTV. Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. We're in the final. We're going to Wembley. Wembley. We're the famous Arsenal. We're going to Wembley. Wembley. But I have to start with that. We are going to Wembley. We're in the Carabao Cup final. And I'm going to be honest, yes, cool. But listen, we haven't been to a final since the FA Cup final back in in the 19 to 20 season when we beat Chelsea 2-1. Us Arsenal fans remember that final, the Aubameyang, one. That was our last actual cup final we were in. Put Community Shields away. That's not a final. Yeah, we're not counting that. That's for charity and that. Respect to charity, no issues there. But come on now, we'll talk about actual trophies now. But yeah, honestly, listen, that game tonight, not a lot to speak on. I've got to start with the game. Yeah, not long to speak on for it, but big up to Kai Havertz, yeah, coming off the bench, getting the goal, going around Sanchez and slotting it away to send us to the final. But yeah, I was not expecting us to get a goal. I was not expecting us to get the win tonight. But again, that's another win on Chelsea again. And Arteta's beaten Liam Rosinya 2 times as well. Great. Another funny thing to see, really. But honestly, let's actually be realistic now. Let's actually just talk about the thing. The game tonight was just absolutely boring as, I'm going to be honest, boring as fuck. Let me put it as that. The game was so boring tonight, yeah. Honestly, Chelsea had a few chances, Arsenal had chances. In the first half, I thought both teams, in the first half, I thought it was kind of an up and down side. I mean, Chelsea had a few chances, like I just said. Arsenal had a few chances. Hincapié had that chance in the first half. That was a brilliant save from Sanchez. Then, Enzo Fernandez today as well for Chelsea. I don't know what he was moving. He was moving mad. The amount of shots he blazed over the top today, yeah, was crazy. Yeah, those 2 shots probably left the stadium, bro. Man could not get anything on target. But Chelsea, it's like they didn't want it today, yeah. And it's like Arsenal, yeah, for some reason, we managed to just score in the last minute. And the fact that they threw the game away like that in the last minute to let us get a goal like that was crazy for me, man. Because generally on my watching, I couldn't believe it when Havertz went round the goalkeeper and scored. Honestly, it was madness. But yeah, honestly, the game overall was just not that great. Like for a semi-final, and I know it's the second leg, but come on, man, you expect more. I was expecting something more like from the first leg. I'll being honest. I said 2-1 Arsenal. I thought we was gonna see a bit of goals today, but honestly, listen, we kept the clean sheet. Obviously we won 1-0, 4-2 on aggregate. So yeah, but listen, we'll take it, man. We're in the final, and I want to big up a few players. I thought the defence today actually did quite well. I thought Saliba and Gabriel played very well today. I thought them two were very good today. I actually thought Kepa, to be fair, right, I said after the first leg, I think David Raya should play the second leg, but at the same time, I mean, Kepa's been the cup goalkeeper. You gotta keep it. You gotta be fair. You gotta keep it. You just gotta keep it the same. Really, you can't really change it around like that. But for me, I'm gonna be so real. Yeah, I thought Kepa did not have a bad game today. Either. I thought he did alright. Like I said, I thought Gabriel Saliba played well. I thought Hincapié did alright today as well. I thought Timber was good going forward as well, and defensively as well. But especially Gabriel and Saliba, them two, I thought had a good game tonight. They played well, especially Saliba. He looked good. But yeah, they were both good today. But yeah, my issue in the first half is that in the first half, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, yeah, the amount of times Chelsea were getting through our midfield, that kind of concerned me a bit, because I'm like, Declan Rice and Zimmermandy in there. I'm thinking, what's going on there? Like, Chelsea were getting through our midfield quite a few times, and that did kind of concern me a bit in the first half. And I'm sitting on my watch and I'm thinking, what is going on? Yeah, like, how are they getting through so easily? Only a few times, but there was a few times that I thought the midfield was all right, but there was a few times again where Chelsea were just bopping it through our midfield, passing it through the midfield, and they're hitting us on the counter. So I'm thinking, what is going on? But generally, yeah, but there's not really much to say. The attack today, Gyökeres, all right, but again, listen, the game overall was just dead today. You got to be honest with what we saw. There was no really energy from both sides. So I'm going to be honest. That whole first half was just flat. There was nothing there. Both teams, well, apart from the Hincapié chance, and then Enzo Fernandez, to be fair, had that chance in the first half, and it was a great save by Kepa. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, what other great shots and great strikes did anyone put in today? Like, we've got to be honest, tonight, yeah, was just barely nothing there from both teams, really. I think the overall game, I don't think it was there, but at the end of the day, Arsenal were through. We won the game. Big up to Kai Havertz coming off the bench and bagging, sending us through to the final. Big up to him. I'm giving him man the match. Definitely got to give it to him now after bagging that goal. But yeah, honestly, we're in the final. And we're actually in a final. We can actually say Arsenal Football Club are actually in a final for once under Mikel Arteta. You know, that's only Arteta's second time getting to a final as an Arsenal manager since he's been there. Because remember, his first final, remember when he came in, we won the FA Cup, 1920 season, Aubameyang, when we won 2-1 against Chelsea at Wembley during lockdown. That was the last final he's ever been. He hasn't been to a cup final since that final. It's mad. And that's been like, what, 5 years down the line after that final. It's crazy, isn't it? It's mad. Well, 6 years down the line, actually. So, yeah, but it's madness. It's madness. It really is. But generally, yeah, I'm just happy to be in the final. Hopefully, we can go to Wembley now. It looks like we're going to be facing Manchester City because I'm going to be honest, guys. I don't see Newcastle going to the Etihad tomorrow night and making a comeback. They're already 2-0 down. I think the tie's done. I think Man City, I know they're on their blip, but I think Man City will win tomorrow. I'm going to be so honest. I said it after the first legs. I already said it's going to be an Arsenal versus Manchester City final at Wembley on when is the final? 22nd of March, isn't it? 22nd or 25th? It's one of them, but yeah. In March for me, it's going to be an Arsenal versus Man City final, and that's going to be a very good final. I think that's going to be very, very interesting. So yeah, hopefully man can head to that final as well, because listen, that's going to be a cracking final. And if we lose on the day, well, hopefully not, of course, but if that happens, that'll be annoying. But listen, we have to remember as well, our record at Wembley, we have a very good record at Wembley, so that kind of works in our favour, innit? But I'm not going to dive into that too much, but I'm just happy that we're in the final now. It gives us the opportunity now to go win a trophy for once, you know. If we win this trophy, it'll be our first trophy in, 6 years now? Yeah, 6 years since 2020, so yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to pick up a bit of silverware. And, you know, I feel like this Carabao Cup as well, I think if we get this trophy over the line, it can give some morale and boost to the team, you know, to try and get that Premier League title over the line. So, yeah, but honestly, the performance overall, I don't think it was that good tonight. But all that matters is we're going to Wembley, we're in the final, and hopefully, you know, we can actually win this competition and hopefully build on something by winning the trophy and hopefully getting this team, you know, this winning togetherness is, you know, trying to make this team push on, try and go for that Premier League title. But we'll see. But yeah, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. Let me know in the comment section down below you guys' thoughts and feelings of the game tonight. Like I said, the game overall was just boring. I'm going to be so real. But again, Havertz, big up to him, comes off the bench and bags. So yeah, big up to him, big up to Kai Havertz as well. But yeah, honestly, I thought Martinelli as well. I thought he was alright as well. Not even away kid. There was a few times again. I thought he was alright as well. But again, I would like to see more from the wingers tonight as well. But yeah, they did them right. I thought the midfield was alright as well. But there was a few times where they got caught out a bit in the first half. But here's what it is. But listen, we're through to the final. We're going to Wembley. But yeah, hopefully we can get the trophy over the line. Hopefully we can actually get some silverware. Win our first silverware of the season to hopefully now give this team morale to go push for that title and hopefully get the Premier League over the line. But let me know in the comment section down below what you guys' thoughts and feelings ahead of the game tonight, and you know what you guys, you know, thoughts and everything on the game tonight. You know, how you guys feeling after everything tonight? Because for me, yeah, the game is just boring. I've got nothing else to say. But yeah, Arsenal 1, Chelsea 0. We're going to Wembley, and yeah, man, I'm out, people. Hit the like button, subscribe. Remember, follow the second channel as well. Subscribe to the second channel, GOING TO WEMBLEY. And I'm out, people. Laters. We're out. Love.